There is a frightening truth about film school grads that most people won't talk about, and you're definitely not going to read about in the school's literature. And that's the fact that grads really are at a disadvantage when they graduate. You're out of sync with the professional world because you've been working on student films for 4 years and not professional films. Most film school grads are fighting for entry level jobs, and most film school grads have to figure it out on their own. There's only one success story for thousands of these kinds of stories. This is a typical posting on NYU's alumni listserv. That's basically an email list for graduates of NYU film. And this is what I see all the time. Dear Tisch alumni, I am a recent graduate of the film program looking to become a screenwriter and potentially director. I would love it if you'd be willing to correspond with me regarding any advice you might have in pursuing these rather lofty goals. I am currently holding a few part-time jobs and writing as much as I can for myself. Guys, this is, you gotta realize, this is a young person who has graduated. He's gone through 4 years of film school, and as by his own admission, he's saying, I don't know what to do. And I'm not looking down on him because I was in the same position. I graduated school. I worked at Fox News Channel. No idea how to make a feature film. No idea how to do anything in the film world. It is an absolute detour from your career to go to film school. Here's another one. Moving to LA and seeking advice. Dear Tisch alumni, I'm about to move to LA and would love some advice on how to best go about searching for a job as a writer's assistant or a job as a reader. Again, they don't talk about any of this stuff in film school. You get so much nonsense that doesn't help you. And then here's another one. Hi, Kelsey. I was reading the post of another Tisch alum seeking advice. I am also extremely interested. I've been in LA for almost a year. I've not been able to make much progress as far as these types of opportunities are concerned. If anyone has any advice. See, this is what happens all the time on the listserv. God, does somebody have some advice? Does somebody have some advice? It's like after 4 years of school, you'd think somebody would know something about how to work in the film business. That's not how it works, guys. It's really, you end up with a huge amount of debt. And I've met 21-year-old kids with $70,000 in debt who are trying desperately to get crew gigs. Here's another thing about the film school. You think, oh, I'm going to get these foot in the door, all these connections, these networking connections. This is a typical job opportunities from NYU, for instance, where I went to school. This is from August 12, 2010. Okay, I want you to look at these. Look at these. This is the type of stuff that I get on my alumni listserv. New York opportunities, boom operator, illustrator for comic book, digital strategy coordinator, high school chorale conductor, specialist in Russian art. See this kind of random weird stuff all the time. Los Angeles, the UTA job listings. UTA job listings, and I may give you access to that. It's basically assistant jobs. If you want to be like Lloyd from Entourage, an assistant agent, you need the UTA job listings. If you're going to film school, I'm going to guess you don't want to be an assistant at an agency. Accountant, executive assistant, editor, freelance video, shooter, workshop, starting your culinary business. Oh, that's exciting. That's relevant. Workshop, embodied branding and self-identity, workshop, residency, and a grant. Guys, this is typically what it looks like. And as I always tell people about what film school grads end up doing, this is the big one. Boom pole operator. Look at number one opportunity on the whole thing. Boom pole operator. Guys, I was doing this when I was 17 years old. You're holding a pole. If you've ever seen a video of a TV shoot, this is an important job. You got to hold the pole. The microphone picks up the dialogue from the actors. But seriously, do you want to be $100,000 in debt fighting for one job holding a boom pole on someone else's project? Or do you want to make your own movies? Here's another typical film school grad job. Looking for PA, first AC camera op. Must be willing to drive the DP to set every day. $100 a day. The ideal candidate is someone just out of film school looking for experience. I told you guys, this is the thing. Look at that. The ideal candidate is someone just out of film school looking for experience. That is the point. You get out of film school, all you're of value to a crew or to a set is your ability to drive someone to the set each day. You're getting paid almost nothing, and it's because you don't have any experience. You've been working on these stupid student films for 4 years. This is the kind of opportunity that you're going to have. Now, it's a good learning experience, but why spend $100,000 in 2 to 4 years to get that kind of job? And as I was saying, that's what film school grads are regarded as in the business. You're cheap labor. That's all you're going to be. So, final words. I'd like for you to have a leg up by getting what we have to share, but it's cool if you don't because, as my dad used to say, the world needs ditch diggers too. And ironically, if you go to a name film school, like me and my friends did, and you don't do our training, you're probably going to end up working for somebody else that doesn't have a degree. So